Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and in today's video I'm sharing how I manage everything. Alright, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a big thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. So what is the everything that I have to manage? Last time I had a job, I have a side hustle, so earning money is one big category. I also go to uni full-time and I'm in my final year, so that, as you can imagine, is quite a lot of work. I post on YouTube every day. I post a long-form video and I have done for several months. So maintaining that consistency, again, producing a channel, everything that goes into it, writing, editing, filming, obviously, what I'm doing right now, that is also a lot of work and continuous improvement at all of these tasks. Plus, I have hobbies. I have at least 10 hobbies, but some of the main ones include journaling, writing, like separate to journaling because journaling is more my thoughts and writing is towards a specific project. I also play D&D, I've read at least 10 books this year and it's like January when I'm filming this. I'm also learning a language. I'm learning Portuguese. I do want to learn 5 languages by the time I'm 30. I already speak English and my second language is, German. So I already speak 2 languages with like relative fluency. But I'm learning Portuguese. I also want to learn Spanish and Mandarin by the time I'm 30, so I kind of got to get on with it. Right now I'm learning Portuguese. Anyway, so those are all the things that I have to get done. There are many more things like chores and stuff, but I didn't think they were significant enough to include in this video. So this is going to be a relatively short video, but packed with useful tips, so stay tuned for that. I make the most of my time, okay? I wake up early. I try and maximize the amount of time I have in a day. This morning I woke up at 5 AM. It was great. But also, I went to bed at 9 PM last night. Like, I was in bed, like, lights were out, okay? I was, like, actively trying to sleep at 9 PM. Or, like, 9:15, you know. I'm not perfect. But, like, it was around that time, okay? And I was, like, asleep very soon afterwards. So that made waking up at 5 AM a lot easier and I really maximised the amount of time in the day. I had a longer morning and honestly by 5 PM I'm kind of tired and I'm not really doing anything sort of useful anyway, so I might as well just go to bed, you know? Also, I work in small amounts of time and I use micro breaks throughout the day. So honestly, a lot of the time can get away from you because you're thinking that the breaks you have for 5 minutes or 20 minutes in the middle of the day are not useful to be doing anything with, and that is absolutely not true. Examples of things I've done in 20-minute breaks include Duolingo, so learning a language. Writing, I can just pick up and put down my projects as needed because they're just on my computer. I grab my Google Doc, we're ready to go. I brainstorm video ideas. My side hustle can be done in like little breaks and I made a video on that, so go check it out. So for example, all of these things can be picked up and put down in short breaks. And yeah, it involves context switching, but nevertheless, it's really important to use all of the time that you have. Right, number 3, I have a plan for when to do each thing in the week, month and year. So I have an overall annual plan. I have a sort of 10-year plan, but also I have like weekly plans and monthly plans. So everything I need to do this month, everything I need to do this week. And it just makes it really easy for me to get an overview of everything I'm doing. And I have a plan for when to do each thing. So for example, D&D is always like on a weekend evening and uni it'll have scheduled lectures, but I also have time to sort of work on assignments. I have scheduled study sessions that I just schedule for myself, etc, etc, etc. Okay, next point, I batch tasks and I work in blocks. If you know me, you will know that sometimes I'll have a really long day and I just write my assignments all day. Or I'll have a really long day and I'll just film my YouTube videos all day. And that helps me achieve a flow state where I am just like, my brain is in a really good productive state because I'm not switching between contexts. Yeah, like I work in small amounts of time, but those are on the busy days when I have to be out and about at uni a lot. So take that with a pinch of salt. Batch tasks and work in blocks. I also time myself to create a sense of urgency. I'm timing myself right now when I'm filming these YouTube videos because I've got like one eye on the clock and I have somewhere to be later today, so I'm like trying to film these as fast as I can. Okay? If I finish a task early, I always get started on something else. The temptation when you finish a task early is to be like, oh, I can chill now, but you actually still have stuff to do. Get started, why don't you, okay? Like, unless it's your scheduled break time, you should be getting started. I also have anxiety. Can you tell? You could probably tell I have anxiety because I've talked about it in loads of videos and I also am quite an anxious person. Like, my anxiety is probably apparent in some of my videos, like I talk quite quickly and I seem like anxious to get things done. So yeah, I have anxiety. I've been to hospital for it, I'm on medication for it, so I have severe and chronic anxiety. And as you can imagine, that does fuel me being productive to an extent, because I'll wake up and I'll think, oh, I have everything to do, so I do that. Okay, so part of that is like, it's kind of a mental health condition, but also anxiety is something that people commonly experience, whether or not it's a actual condition, like whether or not it's sort of got to that point. So it is something that you can use, and a little bit of stress can be healthy. And finally, I am obsessed with being the best person I can be. I mean, I've started an entire YouTube channel about it, so that should be apparent, but that motivates me a lot of the time. Okay, so this video is about how I manage everything. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments, because I love interacting with you guys in the comments, and I've been getting a lot more comments recently, so that's great. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a big thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye!